Hey, welcome back guys. So in this video we're going to spend more time working on our fish. At this point in time our fish appear after 6 seconds. They swim from the right side of the screen to the left side of the screen, but we still have some glitches in their motion and we need them to get eaten by the shark when they hit the shark, so we're going to go ahead and program that too. Right now we have an issue that our fish is showing, and when I hit the green button the fish stays there until the 6-second count where it jumps over. And we don't want a fish to be visible at the end of the game. So let's start our code off by selecting looks, hide, and let's just put a hide block up here to start our code. So therefore, if there's a fish here when we hit the green flag, it'll go away. Wait 6 seconds. We don't see it. So we're going to have to put in a show. Set it again. It's hiding. It's waiting 6 seconds. Now it's going to show, and then it's going to run its forever loop. All right, that's excellent. So now we're getting different fish at different times like we want. But it's not much of a game if the shark doesn't eat the fish. So let's start coding that in. So let's say from the beginning, when the green flag is clicked, and we're going to put in an if-then. And an if-then statement is what's called a conditional statement. It tells you that something's going to happen only if a certain condition is met. So in this case, if, and our condition is going to be touching the shark, if the fish is touching the shark, then we want it to hide. So if the fish is touching the shark, hide. So let's go ahead and test that. And here comes our fish. And when it touches the shark, it doesn't hide. Oh no, why not? All right, so why is that? Well, most computer code runs in about 1,000th of a second. And so we're telling the computer from the time that we click this flag, run this code one time for 1,000th of a second. Well, obviously that's not what we want. So we need to put that in a forever loop. So instead of running it for 1,000th of a second, it runs it about 1,000 times a second, checking to see if this condition is met. Let's take a look now. Here comes our shark. Here comes our fish. And when our fish touches the shark, it goes away. Well, that worked, but it brought up a new problem, didn't it? And the problem that we have is the fish isn't coming back. See, our fish is there. It's in the background. It's going over here. It's jumping back over, but we're not seeing it. So we need to add a show. And we've got to think, where would the best show location be? And I would say that one of the best, if not the best, would be right here. So our fish, after disappearing, would go to a random position, go over to this right wall, right edge, and then show, and run through its costume. Let's test it. So now, here comes our fish. We hit it with the shark, and there comes our next fish. All right, excellent. So we've got the basic idea now of getting our fish to disappear when it's touched by the shark and to come back and show once it resets the code. But we need a sound here. So let's go in. I'm going to click on the tab that says Sounds, and I'm going to go down to Search Sounds. And let's try to find a bite or a chomp. That's pretty good. Bite sounds pretty good. Let's try chomp. That's another one that's similar. I think I'm liking, I think I like bite. Now it could be that my computer audio is not transferring over in the recording. So if you're not hearing it, it's going So I'm going to click on this, and it's going to set bite up here. Now in my code, bite is one of the sounds I can choose from, and I can now say if the fish is touching the shark, hide because it got eaten, and play the sound bite. All right, so let's go ahead and play this. And you may or may not be able to hear it. So I'll just make the sound for you. Yep, so working just fine. In our next video, we're going to add a series of title screens to this video game, so that when we start the game, we have a title screen that shows us how to play and allows us to hit a start button to start the game.